How to pass the Amazon warehouse assessment test in the USA. Thinking about working at Amazon, before you land that warehouse job, there's one crucial step that you can't skip. It's the Amazon warehouse assessment test. This isn't just a formality. It can determine whether you move forward in the hiring process or not. In today's video, we are going to walk you through exactly what's on the test, how to prepare for it, and tips to pass it on your first try. And so, let's get into it. All of the mentioned tools are going to be on the description box below, so make sure to check it out. Now, what is the Amazon Warehouse Assessment Test? The Amazon Warehouse Assessment Test is a pre-employment screening required for many fulfillment center roles in the US. It evaluates whether you have the basic skill, attention to details, and problem-solving ability to work in a fast-paced environment. You'll typically encounter this test after you apply online and before scheduling your in-person appointment. Now, it's a multiple choice, timed, and conducted online, either at home or at an Amazon facility, depending on your application form. So basically, let's talk about what's on the test. The test generally consists of three main sections. Number one, you have the work style questionnaire. Inside, there's going to be a personality-based question. Amazon checks if your mindset aligns with their leadership principles. And there's questions like, do you prefer working independently or in a team? The second category is the Stow Pro or virtual job preview. It's a game-like simulation where you pick where to store items in bins. It tests your speed, accuracy, and logic in warehouse situation. And the last category is going to be problem solving and math questions. Inside, there's going to be a basic arithmetic like addition, subtraction, and multiplication. For example, you need to scan 20 items. You've scanned 12, how many are left? It may include logic puzzles or pattern identification. Basically, not all applicants get every section, but these are the most common components in the assessment test. From there, we then have the Amazon leadership principle and why they matter. The work style questionnaire is based heavily on the Amazon's 14 leadership principles, such as the customer obsession, delivery results, hire and develop the best, and lastly, earn trust. You're not expected to memorize them, but your answers should reflect accountability, initiative, adaptability, and teamwork. Now, as a tip, you want to answer honestly. Be mindful that they want or they need reliable, self-motivated workers who are comfortable working under pressure. So basically, how can you prepare for this assessment test? Good news, you don't need to study like it's an SAT, but preparation makes a big difference. Here's how to get ready. Number one, you want to take practice test online. You can just search for the Amazon Warehouse Assessment Test, sample questions, and you want to answer them on your own. Second is you want to brush up on basic math, especially quick mental calculations. You want to try simulation games or logic puzzles to mimic the Stow Pro test. And lastly, you want to time yourself. You want to practice working quickly and accurately. Try to mock personality quizzes to get familiar with how questions are worded. From there, let's go ahead and talk about some tips to pass the assessment test. Here are 7 proven tips to increase your chances of passing. Number 1, you don't want to rush, but don't stall. Basically, it's a timed assessment test. You want to stay calm and keep moving. Second, you want to be consistent. Your answers should show the same personality traits throughout. Third is you want to choose Amazon-friendly traits like reliability, flexibility, and team-first attitude. Fourth, you want to use logic in simulations, don't just click randomly. Fifth is you want to double check your math. Sixth, you want to stay focused, take the test in a quiet environment. And lastly, don't skip questions. Even guessing is better than leaving it blank. So basically, what happens after you take the test? Once you complete the assessment, you'll typically receive results within 24 to 72 hours. If you pass, you'll move on to scheduling your appointment and choosing a shift. If you failed, you may have to wait 90 days before reapplying. It varies by location. Now, you want to check your email and application portal often for updates regarding the exam. And so, let's also talk about some common mistakes to avoid when taking the assessment test. You want to avoid these to protect your chances of getting hired. Number one is rushing throughout the personality test. Once again, you want to stay consistent with your answer because they can detect whether you're lying or not. Second, you want to go ahead and be consistent. Being inconsistent is one of the most common ways to mistake or make a mistake on this exam. For example, saying like you are independent and you hate working alone and more. Third is not preparing for the logic and math portion. Once again, you want to go ahead and prepare for mental quick calculation. Fourth is using a tablet or phone. You always want to use a laptop or desktop. And lastly, taking the test distracted. You want to treat it like a real job interview. And so, that's everything you need to know. Basically, once again, the test generally consists of three main sections. It's going to be the work style questionnaire, which is going to be personality based. You want to answer this honestly. Amazon checks if your mindset aligns with their leadership principle. So you have to keep that in mind. Basically, it's going to be around teamwork and leadership. Questions like, do you prefer working independently or in a team? Second category is going to be the STO Pro Virtual Job Preview. It's like a game of simulation where you pick where you store items in bins. Basically, it tests your speed, accuracy, and logic in warehouse situation. And lastly, you then have the problem solving or basic math question. You have addition, subtraction, and multiplication. You want to prepare your mental game like if you scanned 1000 or 500 items and there are 700 items, how many are left? It may also include logic puzzles or pattern identification, so you have to be ready. And so that's everything you need to know to go ahead and pass the Amazon Warehouse Assessment Test. Whether you're applying for a full-time gig or seasonal work, a few minutes of preparation can make all the difference. If this video helped you out, hit that like button, subscribe for more hiring tips and walkthroughs, and drop a comment if you want a follow-up and on the person process or interview tips. Good luck, and we'll see you on the next one.